Good morning, student. My name is Miss Manisha Borkar, Department of Fishery Science, NES Science College, Nanded. Now, today's we are going to start the theory paper second. The name of theory paper is the type study of Wallago attu. It is commonly called as a freshwater shark. Now, today's we are going to start the unit number 3rd of theory paper second. The name of topic is blood circulatory system. Okay, this blood circulatory system, which is totally related about the heart and the circulation system. Okay, as you knows that what is mean by the circulation. Okay, circulation is the process in which the blood flows into the heart and which passing through the all over to the body in the form of various arteries and the veins. Okay, this blood circulatory system, which is same as the other vertebrate animals. Okay, this blood circulatory system consists of the structure and working of heart, then arterial system, venous system, and the composition of the blood. These are we are seen in one by one. Okay, the cardiovascular system consists of, okay, this cardiovascular system means that the circulatory system of the fish. Okay, these having main three performing roles in that the circulatory system or the cardiovascular system. Okay, first one is the heart for pumping the blood to the gills for a respiratory exchange, then the afferent and efferent arteries for carrying the blood to and from the gills, and the veins collecting this deoxygenated blood from the body organs to pour it into the heart again. Okay, this is the cardiovascular system, is that the circulation of the blood. Okay, firstly the heart carries pumping to the blood to the gills for the respiratory exchange, then the various arteries are present in that the heart, the afferent and efferent arteries, they carries the blood to form the gills. Okay, and the veins, they collecting that the deoxygenated blood from the various organs to pour it into the heart again. Okay, this they pour again to the heart. Now we are seeing that the firstly structure and the working of the heart. Okay, firstly the heart of the Wallago attu. Okay, the heart of Wallago attu is situated ventrally behind the pharyngeal region. Okay, then slightly anterior to the pectoral fins. Okay, this heart which is situated in the ventrally behind the pharyngeal region, and slightly anterior to that the pectoral fins with the pericardial sac. The heart consists of a 4 chambers. Okay, the heart of Pisces, which is a 4 chambers. The first one is the sinus venosus, the auricle, the ventricle, and the bulbus arteriosus. Okay, these are the 4 important parts of the structure of the heart, and they take part in the role of that the working of the heart. First one is the sinus venosus. Okay, the sinus venosus is a moderately spacious, transversely elongated hindmost chamber of the heart. Now it is thin walled with a smooth and clear lumen. It has a 2 saccular protrusions of the ventral side which increase the capacity of its chamber. Now the sinus venosus, which receives the blood by 2 large ducti curvi from the right and left sides, a hepatic vein and a well-developed inferior jugular vein. It opens into the auricle by a obliquely placed sign auricular apertures, which is guarded by the obliquely placed dorsal and ventral membranous sinus auricular walls. The dorsal wall attach on the ventricular side of the aperture, which extends forward into the auricular cavity, while the ventral wall terminating by the side of the dorsal wall at one end lies at the ventrolateral margin of the aperture. Okay, this is the sinus venosus. Here in the next page we are seeing that the diagram of that the heart. Okay, here there is the heart of structure of the heart of Wallago attu. Here seen that the dorsal as well as the ventral view of that the Wallago attu. Here's first diagram is a dorsal view, then second is a ventral view. Okay, as you know that ventral is the upper side and the ventral means that the lower side of that the structure of that the heart. Okay, here's the structure is the same here, dorsal as well as a ventral view. Okay, then in the top portion there is a ventral aorta is present, which is in a at like that the triangular shapes. Okay, and these again the various large portions is here is called as a bulbous arteriosus, and then again there is a very spacious cavity will be present here, which we call as a ventricle, and this ventricle to the there is a auricle is present here, and the in that the portions where is a middle side where a ducty curve is present here in a both are diagrams. Okay, both are same here, so only the ventricle and auricle having the difference between in that, and here the various saccular protrusions are present in the ventral view. Here in a middle in a lower side there is a various hepatic veins are present here. Okay, veins they carries the blood to the gills, and they again pour to that the body organs. Here there is a jugular veins are present here, and both are the structure will be same in that the dorsal as well as the ventral view. Here's the auricle. The auricle is irregular in a shape and has a small ill-defined projections along the anterior and lateral margins. Its walls are thin and spongy. The central part of auricular lumen is without muscular partitions, hence has a large auricular cavity. The auricle opens ventrally into the ventral by auriculoventricular apertures, which is guarded by two pairs of auricular ventricular pocket walls. One pair of walls is large and more prominent than the other. Okay, these auricles which will be open that the part that is auriculoventricular apertures various, then the auricular ventricular pockets walls will be present in the auricle. Next one is the ventricle. The ventricle is a small, more or less thick chamber with a small and a narrow cavity. Now it opens into the bulbous arteriosus by the ventricular bulbar aperture, which is guarded by a pair of a semiluminar wall. The cavity of the walls is turned towards the bulbous arteriosus. The two lateral grooves demarcate the ventricle from the bulbous arteriosus. Now the next one is last part of the bulbous arteriosus. Now the bulbous arteriosus is a well developed elongated and a conical structure about half the total length of the heart. Okay, this bulbous arteriosus which is half to the total length of that the heart and has a swollen base. Its wall has two layers, an outer is a thinner layer and a thicker layer forming the inner surface. The inner surface of the bulbous arteriosus bears oblique longitudinal muscular ridges or terabically on one dorsal and one ventral trabecule are more prominent and bigger than the rest. Okay, now these are the all four parts which is included in the structure and they take part in the working of that the heart, that is the first one is that we are seeing here, that the sinus venosus, then the auricle, the ventricle and the bulbus arteriosus. Okay, these are the four important parts of that the structure of the heart. We are seeing here the dorsal as well as the ventral view of the structure and what is the processes will be included and what is the work of that the structure of that the heart. Okay, heart we are seen here. Then here your next lecture we are seen that the arterial system of that the Wallago attu.